Brandon with Flyin Miata, back for the first FM Live of the new year. Hopefully everybody had a good break, got some family time, all that fun stuff. We're gonna find out if I remember how to do these live videos. So today we are talking about our new Rollbar Trim Kit for the NA and NB. So before we go too far into it, same as always, if you have questions, drop them in the comments. We'll try to get to them live. If not, we'll get to them after the fact. And if you like this kind of thing, like, comment, subscribe. We do live videos every week on Thursday at 2 o'clock Mountain Time. So be sure to tune in for those guys. So, Rollbar Trim Kit, what does that mean? Well, the roll bar for most roll bars, they come down here and they have to go through your rear package shelf. And where they go through the package shelf, if it's something of a street car, you have carpet there. So you have to trim the carpet. And depending on how good you are and how much attention you pay to everything and how long it took you to install the rest of the roll bar and all those fun details, you may or may not do an awesome job on trimming that carpet, because it is kind of a headache to do and it's really easy to get it in the wrong place. So what these do is basically they kind of cover your sins. So all that ugly carpet and such is going to be covered by this. So we'll show you on this car, because they're extra invisible on black carpet, so we chose our tan carpet car. But you can see they sit right here, and underneath here we've got cut carpet. And Kyle actually did a phenomenal job on this, so it doesn't look terrible, but on my car it looks atrocious. So by putting this on there, it covers it up. It just makes it super clean. Really pretty straightforward. So now the kit comes with a front half, a back half for both sides, and then it comes with set screws as well. And I'll show you those real quick. So the set screws thread into the back right there. Now the set screws have a nylon tip on the front of them, so they will not damage the powder coating on your roll bar. So nice little detail touch there. So they come in 3 different versions that are labeled on the underside, so we won't get them confused. So this is an M2, because that matches the hard dog naming, but an NB Sport roll bar, and that's the rear half and the front half. And then this is an M1 Sport front and rear. And then this is the hardcore front and rear. Now the hardcore is a 1.75 inch tube, whereas the sports are 1.5 inch tube. Now bear in mind, what we call the Sport Fat Boy is a 1.75 inch, so you would need this guy. And this is all spelled out on the website, so read the listing and you'll be sure to get the right things. The other thing that I will mention, so different styles of roll bars. Let me put the top down in this guy real quick. So this is actually the Sport Fat Boy. So probably kind of hard to tell on video, but this is a bigger diameter tube. So this is 1.75 inches, but you can see the angle that comes down right here, and it's a straight bar. The NA or M1 Sport and all of the hardcore bars, Sport Fat Boy and the standard hardcore, have this straight bar like this. The M2 or NB Sport bar has this bend right here. So now make sure that you are matching the roll bar and not the chassis. A lot of cars have, a lot of NAs specifically have the M2 or NB roll bar in it, because that roll bar fits with a glass window. So again, make sure you're matching the roll bar and not the chassis. Now, again, these are for hard dog roll bars specifically. If you have a not hard dog roll bar, they may or may not work. So again, 1.75 inch tubing, 1.5 inch tubing, and so match that. That's the main thing to match to your car. Excuse me, you also want to match this angle here. So this is really close to vertical. It's basically 10 degrees off of vertical. For the hardcore bar, This is about 30 degrees off of vertical. So, you know, just use the level app on your phone and hold it on there. Then I believe, I'm not 100% on this, but I believe the NA Sport is going to be about 30 degrees off of vertical as well. Now, the carpet has some give in that, so if your roll bar isn't exactly that angle, it'll probably suck up a bit of it, and even if it doesn't look 100%, 90% is better than gross carpet. Let's see. Let's talk about the install. So for the install, you can see that these two pieces key together like that. So what we do, which one did I grab? Yeah, we'll do it on this car. We'll do it up here. So I'm going to look at the labels. This is my front, this is my rear, and I'm going to act like this is the bottom of the bar because it's easier to see. So I'll put one on, I'll put the other on. I kind of line it up and slide it down together. And now I can move it on the bar to exactly where I want it, and then I put that set screw in from the back. You don't want to get it super tight. We're just trying to keep it from moving around at all. So just nice and snug there. The threads are 3D printed because these are 3D printed pieces out of our nylon carbon fiber. And so anyway, they are plenty strong for a normal hold it in place torque. They are not strong enough for go to town and make it crazy tight. And it is a pretty snug fit. So there you go. Let's see. Okay, I think that covers that. Do we have questions? Yes.
So I really hacked up my carpet when I cut the holes. How wide is the base so I know if it'll cover it or not?
Good question. We will fill that in later, or we will use this tape measure here. So the there's kind of two ways to answer. Oh no, it's.
Why don't you repeat the question?
Yes, sorry. How wide is the base so I know how much of my sins it will cover? So you can see it's a pretty heavy angle there with basically to account for the angle of the bar, so it's mostly centered at the top, but it is a straight diameter on the bottom. So it is 3 1/4. Let's see, there might be a little bit of variation there. Let's see. That I would call pretty close to 3 inches, and the hardcore is going to be 3 1/2. So at least 3 inches in total diameter around the bar. And obviously subtract the diameter of the bar from that to get your measurement off of the tube. So, you know, 3 inches, 1 1/2 tube, 1 1/2 difference, 3/4 of an inch on either side, 3/4 of an inch from the bar where it goes through the carpet all the way around. It'll cover that. Next.
Can you make it in an X color?
Can we make it in different colors? No, we cannot. So again, this is a carbon fiber infused nylon. These are 3D printed, and it is only available in this one color. Now, I forgot to say, this is part of our U-Design program. So basically, this was an idea from the community. They designed it for their own purposes, said, hey, I think other people might like that. We said, sweet, I agree. We kind of refined the design a little bit, and now we're selling it, we're taking care of everything, and the designer gets a royalty for each one that we sell. So that is our U-Design program. If you have a submission for this, and we're ideally looking for complete ideas as opposed to here's a thing that is going to need many hours of polishing. That said, if you have ideas, if you have, again, if you have designs, email printme@flyinmiata.com because we would love to check that stuff out. More questions? Not for now. Okay, so I've got some questions from ahead of time. Again, if you have questions now, drop them in there. We will get to them. Okay, will these be available for all generations? So the NA and the NB is this. It's pretty straightforward. The bar goes down through a flat package shelf that's covered in carpet, easy peasy. The NC and the ND have a ton of plastic. There's a lot of stuff back there. They're wildly more complicated. We have tried to do a little bit of that in the past. It's been very complicated, especially to make it cost effective. So the short answer is no. NA and NB only now. Hopefully we have something in the future. Now we do for the ND, and I can't remember for the NC, have vinyl covers that will cover the cut hole. They're not quite as nice as this, frankly, but there's something to cover up the chopped up plastic that you have to do. So hopefully in the future. What roll bars will these fit? Again, they'll fit all of the hard dog normal roll bars, the sport and the hardcore roll bars. I don't think it'll fit the deuce. I haven't actually verified that, but I can basically guarantee the angle will not be correct at the least. As far as other brands, maybe. Again, it depends on the diameter of the bar and the angle of the bar, of that rear support bar. I would absolutely believe that it would be a reasonably close, if not perfect fit on some of those bars, but I also can't guarantee it. We haven't tried it. So, what materials are used to make them? Again, carbon fiber infused, carbon fiber infused nylon, 3D printed. I demonstrated the installation. They are available now. So they are on the website. We got a bunch of inventory. Please go buy them if this is something that you need for your car.
Link in the description.
Links in the description. Yes.
Brandon, you're looking really good. Do you work out?
Do I work out? I do not. I will tell you that I need to work out. And that is becoming increasingly apparent to me as I try to do active things that I once did before I threw myself
Show off your ring.
against a, yeah, I've got a piece
taken.
yes, I am also taken. Sure. This video has turned really weird all of a sudden for some reason. Okay, well, if there aren't any other questions about my physique or my love life, then I suppose we can close this. If you want to hear more Miata information, Flyin Miata products, Miata tidbits, definitely comment, subscribe. If you're interested in my physique or love life, I cannot help you out with that, and that is not a thing that should be on the Flyin Miata YouTube channel. So, all of that said, thank you very much for stopping by, as always. If you need anything else, always reach out to our customer support team, drop a comment, we will respond to it. Otherwise, tune in next week for our next FM Live, and we will see you then.